Hello everyone, welcome you all to Samiksha AS Academy. We hope by now you gathered required resources for the upcoming preliminary examination. We are also expecting that some of you are on full throttle to prepare for this examination and to clear this at any cost. All the very best for all of you. As you all know, upcoming few months, that is the month of Feb, March and April is quite crucial for this preparation. The reason being, in these 3 months with an effective strategy, if you are going to prepare, for sure, it will be helpful to give an effective revision in the month of May. Further, as you all know, there is a time-tested scientific method to practice. Yes, some of you might think it might not be true, but yes, there is a time-tested method. So what exactly this method? If we follow this method, do we have sure shot success? Yes, for sure. So that method we are going to discuss with you people right now in this particular video. All right. If you see, when it comes to clearing this exam, the first and the fundamental important thing is decoding the syllabus. As you all know, in the notification, you won't get a detailed syllabus. You will be just getting the broad syllabus. But for that, you must, by applying the standard sources, should get a detailed syllabus. How the detailed syllabus should look like? See this. If you take the case of ancient India, broadly ancient India means it covers from Stone Age to up to Harshavardhana. But within that, what are the broad areas you must need to cover? You must have a detailed syllabus. If you see standard sources like NCERTs or some other standard books, this you will get. If you have a detailed syllabus for all the components of prelims plus mains, it's good. Or else, we prepared a standard syllabus on the basis of the book, on the basis of these standard books that we will be sharing with you. Right? Why? Because this is fundamentally important to clear this exam. Suppose, see here, this is how we prepared a detailed schedule, detailed syllabus for ancient India by taking NCERTs as the standard source. So, be it Harappan, Vedic, later Vedic, and so on, like this. So, once you get clarity of the syllabus, once you decoded that, then the most important thing is for each and every component getting the topic quiz PYQs. This is most of your reading PYQs. But what's the size of it you are glancing? Are you just seeing just past few years questions, or you have a sizable dump? If you have a sizable dump of 25 to 30 years of questions, it's good. Or else, we collected the questions from 1979 onwards. From 1979 to 2025 of UPSC and CAPF, CDS and other state public service commission questions, we collected topic wise. Why? Because here lies the game. Until unless we have these questions, right, it's very difficult to find out from where mostly questions are coming from. For example, see here. Here, if you take the case of Indus Valley Civilization, what we did here, we collected all the questions from all these major exams and we put at one particular place. Now, if you analyze from where most of the questions are coming from, you have a bunch. Just see here. We have close to 129 questions. We just collected 129 questions just on one particular topic, Indus Valley Civilization. Like that, if you analyze these questions, then as per the syllabus, if you analyze, this will be very much helpful in terms of your next component, that is understanding the static component. So you decoded the syllabus, you have the bunch of PYQs. Now you will get to know from where, in which particular area you have to focus, be it in history, geography, polity, economy, science and technology, environment. Then PYQs, static, along with this, at least last 2 years of current issues. Because if you see the current issue, then for this current issue, usually questions will be coming. But how they are framing the question, to understand the mindset of the examiner, the PYQ will be helpful. Current affairs, to get to know the recent trends. From these 3 areas, you have to practice the mock questions. So that's why from whichever place you are solving the mock questions, the mock questions must contain all these 3 ingredients. Right? Again, while practicing mock questions also, how do you practice? Then you have to divide your each subject into multiple divisions. For example, if you take the case of ancient India, here we divided ancient India into 3 divisions. Up to Buddhism and Jainism, then from Mauryas to Shatavahanas, then Gupta and Harshvardhan. So for each division, we will be giving you 100 questions. And after that, after covering all the 3 divisions, and again we will be having one more division, that is covering all the ancient history. Like that, only within ancient history, you will be practicing 400 questions. Like that, same for the medieval, same for the modern. These things to be done, you need to do that on day-to-day basis. Until unless you do things on day-to-day basis, it's very difficult to finish all the areas in such a detailed manner. This process to be continued till end of April, or at least by mid of April. But you must not extend at any cost after April. Why? Because you won't get sufficient time to revise. Why? Every day you will be solving 100 questions. You will be getting doubts. Those doubts you will be writing at one place. That is what is called your short notes. These short notes you need to revise. Why? Because lot many things you need to memorize at last minute. For example, like countries surrounding North Sea, or countries surrounding Mediterranean Sea, or composition of water in the, be it in atmosphere, be it in soil, be it in glaciers. What's the percentage? How can you remember this? Right, elements present in Earth's crust. These things you can't remember just if you write at one place. You need to revise multiple times. For that, you need to allocate specific amount of time. That's why this whole process needs to be finished at the end of April. The whole May you should allocate for revision. If you're doing it on your own by collecting all these resources, it's excellent. If not, we are doing it for you people. This is going to start from Feb 1st onwards. So, if you're interested, you can kindly approach us. We will be guiding you how to use this whole process and make an effective notes. So that's why, if you have right resource, meticulous plan, and consistent efforts, your name for sure will be in the list, and we're expecting you to be in the list. All the very best. Thank you.